Hello, Christina Bauer, author here. Today I'm going to talk about toilet paper rolls, like the inserts inside the toilet paper itself, and how that helped to inspire me to write my new series, Dimension Drift. And I'll explain how that works. I've always liked to collect things that look like, wow, that could be something someday. So even today, I always cut out the labels out of my shirts and pants because they're itchy and blah, and I save them in a cup. I don't know why. I also take the cardboard inserts out of my husband's shirts because they're kind of, I don't know, I could do something with them someday. Like, you never know, right? So, Wayback Machine, I am growing up in Orchard Park, New York, which is basically like, it's like living in Leave It to Beaver, although it was in the 70s. So very, very conservative, little cul-de-sac street. Like, the preppy handbook was not just a handbook, it was a Bible. And everything just had to be just so. You didn't want to be different in any way, shape, or form. So I started to notice, like, why do I throw away all the toilet paper rolls and paper towel rolls inside when those could actually be something someday? So I started just sort of chucking them into my closet and like waiting for an inspiration. Well, then we redid our basement and we had these ceiling tiles, like the ones with the knobby edges. And I thought, I could make a Barbie house. Now, right around here, I'm like third grade, maybe. So that's like 8. So I get all this glue and a stapler, and I use the paper towel rolls as kind of columns, one on each corner of the 2 ceiling tiles. And then I make, the first floor is Barbie's settee area. So I cut kind of a U shape out of the toilet paper rolls. And those are her chairs, which worked out fine because actually her knees didn't bend that much. So she was perfectly happy there. And then on the second floor, I stapled the toilet paper rolls together to make kind of a knobby bed. So that worked out great. So then I'm like, this is the bomb Barbie house, awesome sauce. So I show it to my mom. I'm like, Mom, I made a Barbie house out of toilet paper rolls and paper towel rolls and some old ceiling tiles in the basement. And today people would be like, wow, that's your maker. Go you. Do you want to like learn how to make something else? At this point, my mom was like, what the fuck is wrong with my kid? Why is she hoarding toilet paper rolls? And I'm like, you know what else I can do? I can take this out with me to the other kids on the street and have them pay Barbies with my toilet paper roll house. And Mom's like, okay, honey, that's very creative. I got very creative a lot when I was a kid. Why don't you just go to school? So I go to school, I come home, and you may be surprised to learn this, but the toilet paper roll house was gone. In its place, I had a super cool plastic Barbie house, the one with like the, you may not remember this, but there was one with like an elevator that you could pull up and down. And here my mom thought like this was a desperate cry from my daughter who clearly wanted a Barbie house, but did not have the words with which to express this need. So therefore, I went and bought her a Barbie house. Isn't that great? So anyway, fast forward to me now. And this is part of the inspiration for Mamie Archer, who's the science geek for hire. You know, she collects weird stuff and makes quantum tools out of it. And then there's Thorn, who is a hot alien and her love interest. And the book Umbra that just launched is from his point of view. So there you have it. Toilet paper rolls, science fiction, fantasy writing. It all comes full circle. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll have another vlog very soon.